Hello, welcome to my channel, A Blessed Budget. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to budget with me and support me during this financial journey as I navigate through how to make my money stretch through the month. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video, you will consider subscribing. Thank you all again for joining me in this budget with me. I really do appreciate it. And in this video, we are going to be closing out week 1, setting up week 2, closing out week 2, and setting up week 3. Yes, I know I am behind and I'm like mind blown, but I did have finals and I did have other things going on, so that's not surprising. Okay, so this is a look at the calendar spread for December 2023. I can't believe we're almost done with this year. And we are going to go ahead and look at week 1, also 2 and 3. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started with this week 1 budget tracker closeout, paycheck budget tracker closeout. Disclaimer, my nails, both of these is broke. When I did this set, I didn't finish it because things happen, and that's the consequences of not finishing. So these two are already gone. So yeah, this is all that's left. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with December's paycheck budget tracker, and this was the paycheck date the 1st through the 9th, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the income. So I did have source number 4 come in at 145. Source number 1 came in at 837. Source number 2 came in at 730. We did roll over from November 134.11, and for account 2 we rolled over 132.92. Christmas came in, that was 200, and the emergency was 500. So altogether we did receive an income total of $2,679.03. So all the bills that got taken care of for week 1 is YouTube TV. That was $72.99. Life insurance, $31.31. OnStar did go up. It was $31.99. Now it's $39.99. I'm still debating on if I want to keep this bill or not. Half of the card note is $160. The internet was $28.48. Netflix was $9.99. Apple Care for the iPad was $3.49. Mint Mobile was $97.29. The Way was $10, and then Apple Storage was $2.99. Klarna, I did purchase something, so now I am in debt with them again, and that was $39.62. Okay, so our bill total is $496.15 for week 1, and we had a leftover of $2,182.88. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the week 1's envelopes. So we had gas, household, daughter, son, miscellaneous, me, food out, school, and car wash. And car accessories. So gas was $58.98, household was $135.64, daughter was $110.34, son was $38.05, miscellaneous was $397.17, me, I was at $106.17, food out was at $84.44, school was $6, and we did not spend nothing in car wash / car accessories. So that gave our envelope total to be $936.79. We had a leftover of $1,246.09. So as you guys know, we just go ahead and bring that total up here to our extra savings. Leftover was $1,246.09. For account 1, we are rolling over $533.25 into week 2. And for account 2, we are rolling over $712.84 for next week. So altogether, our savings total for week 1 was $1,246.09, giving us a leftover of $0. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at week 2. Okay, so like I previously stated in the beginning of the video, I am behind. So what I did was week 2 is already gone for me, so I set up week 2 and I closed out week 2. So we're gonna go ahead and set up week 3, but I am gonna go over week 2 with you guys and tell you guys what happened. So we are looking at December's paycheck budget tracker, and that ran from the 10th through the 16th for me, and this is week 2. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the income section. So like I previously stated, we have rollover number 1 at $533.25. I'm just going to go ahead and go over the budget side, and then I'm going to do the actual side, but you guys can actually see what happened. So for rollover number 2, we rolled over $712.84. For source number 4, we got $200. And then as you see, we got another sources, number 4s. We actually got $93.31 for this source. For source number 4, again, we got 4 cents, and for this source number 4, we got $50. So all together, we had an income total of $1,589.44. Okay, so by us having an income total of $1,589.44, we're gonna go ahead and look at the bills. So for this week, we have our car insurance due, Disney Plus, Klarna, and I have the Way 2 times, Mint Mobile, and Klarna. These are the dates that they were due. And here's the budgeted side. So for car insurance, I budgeted $226.16, but in actuality, it was more, $228.10. Disney Plus was $1.99, and now we're at the $7.99 level, because we have the 3 months at $1.99, and of course, if we want to keep it, we'll have to pay more. Klarna was $118.88. The Way was $10, and then I had another Way I did not budget for, but I actually gave $20. Mint Mobile, I did not budget another Mint Mobile to come out. I thought I only had to pay Mint Mobile one time, and that didn't happen. So you have to pay each account, and that's how much each account is. So that's another $97.29. I have 3 accounts, so I'll have to pay that 3 times. And then we have another Klarna I did not budget for, and that is $19.85. So our bill total for week 2 was $502.11, but I budgeted $363.03. So we did have a leftover of $1,087.33. We're going to get down here to the variable expenses. Okay, so as you all can see, for week 2, we have our envelopes. We have gas, food out, school, sun, and miscellaneous. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I did budget $60 for gas. We spent $53.04. For food out, I budgeted $10, and we spent $18.17. For school, I was right on track. I budgeted $6. We spent $6. For son, I budgeted him $61, and he spent $97.66. Miscellaneous, I did not budget nothing for miscellaneous because I try not to have no unbudgeted expenses, but life happens, so therefore I'm going to have unexpected expenses, but I don't know how much they are until I close out. So I always budget 0, and we did spend $59.44. So altogether, our envelope total this week was $234.31, but I budgeted $137. So we did have a leftover of $835.02. Okay, so when we get to our extra savings, we do have rollover number 1, and we are actually rolling over $533.25. And for rollover number 2, I did budget $512.81 to roll over, but we're actually rolling over less, $319.77. So altogether, we have a savings total of $835.02 with 0 left over. So this is the look at week 2. I'm making sure I'm trying to catch up with my videos. So we are going to be catching up right now when we go ahead and look at week 3, because that's the week that we are currently in. Okay, so we are now catching up, and we are looking at December's paycheck budget tracker for week 3. And this paycheck date runs from 12/7/2023 12/17 through 12/23. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the income section. So we are going to go ahead and do our rollover number 1 and rollover number 2. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and budget the $533.25 from last week, and then we're going to go ahead and budget the $319.77. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add up the income. That gives us an income total of $853.02. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the bills. I am going to, I have a lot of bills due this week. So I am going to, write in the bills, and I will be right back. Okay, so like I stated, these are all the bills that I have due. So we have Apple Care, and this is for my phone, and that is due on the 18th. Google Storage is due on the 19th. We also have Amazon Prime, and that is due on the 20th. We have Apple Storage, and that is due on the 20th as well. Half of the car note is due on the 20th as well. The Ford is due on the 20th as well. The renter's insurance is due on the 25th, but I went ahead and paid it early. The Way is due on the 17th. Klarna is due on the 23rd, and Pandora is due on the 18th. I do have bills next week coming out, but I'm trying to keep the minimum, so that's why I am paying the renter's insurance within this week. Next week I do have like 3 bills, and I know they're going to clear before the new year. I'm trying to have my bank account clear of all bills of 2023 and start over fresh in 24. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the budget. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the budget section. So for Apple Care for the iPhone, we're budgeting $13.49. For Google Storage, we're budgeting $1.99. It did go up from 49 cents. Amazon Prime, we're going to budget $7.60. For Apple Storage, we're going to budget $2.99. I am going to have 2 Apple Storages on my phone because, not on my phone, on my bill trackers, is because I am paying for my daughter, so I'm going to be getting charged twice for Apple Storage. Okay, so we do have half of the card note at $160. We have the Ford due at $274.37. We have the renter's insurance due. I'm going to budget what I normally budget, and then you guys come back and I'm going to show you the real price. $23.24, because that's what I'm used to budgeting. The Way, we're budgeting $10. Klarna, we're budgeting $19.09. My pen cannot be going out. And then Pandora, we're going to be budgeting $5.99. Okay, so what we're going to do next is go ahead and add up all of these bills. Okay, so as you all can see, we did get a bill total of $518.76. So I am going to go ahead and take that income of $853.02, and I am going to subtract the $518.76, and that do leave us a leftover of $334.26. So we're going to go ahead and look at our envelopes for week 3. Okay, so we do have a leftover of $334.26. So I'm going to go ahead and write down our variable expenses for week 3. Okay, so we do have gas, and I always budget $60. And I do have a miscellaneous charge pending at $3.59. And then, knowing me, I don't know, but I hope not. Food out, $20. Nobody else need anything this week. And if they did, it's going to be put right here. So we're going to go ahead and add up the envelopes. 60 plus $359 plus 20. That gives us a envelope total of $83.59. I am going to go ahead and take the 334.26, subtract the 83.59. That gives us a leftover of $250.67. Okay, so we do have a leftover of $250.67. So I am going to do rollover for number 1 and rollover for number 2. Rollover number 2, I budgeted $75.64. And for rollover number 2, I budget $175.03. So altogether, that is a savings total of $250.67 with 0 left over. And that is a look at week 3 for us. Like I said, I do have a couple of bills. Well, a lot of bills due this week, and we do have enough money to cover all our bills this week, plus some variable expenses. So I am happy about that. So this is a look at week 3 of December. So I would like to thank you all so much for joining me today in this budget with me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.